Hello gamers and welcome to today's video. We're going to be playing the German tier 10 war tank, the VK7201K. What you can expect in this video is some crazy games that I played on stream recently, and I just love this tank in general. Don't forget to stick around towards the end of the video if you're interested in equipment and field mods, because you guys asked, we've included it towards the end. On Erlenberg, you're almost always driving towards the 5-line, 6-line in the beginning. You can either go to F6 on the corner there, or the position on F6 on the bottom left side where you can shoot through a window. I can shoot it to 77. Depending on where he's sitting. Because the 277 is not willing to peek, I might try and see if I can find an angle on the E100 and consent B if they're not playing fully safe. It seems again that the 277 is yet unwilling to peek against me in this position. However, where the KPZ is actually a position that I could peek, but the best way to peek this is actually in reverse. You guys ready for the KPZ tap? Can't peek like this, bro. The KPZ going safe around the corner opens up the opportunity here to shoot the 277, who is now exposed to our angle. The PZK, taking inspiration from our plays, decides to do it as well. However, not realizing the angles, he gets killed by the KPZ and the 277. You do not peek when you are a two-shot. Because the E100 has died, the MX is pushed forward and the concept on B seems to have gone back. The 277's position is now quite exposed. On 853 HP, that is a two-shot, or a one-shot and a ram. I don't know where Rebel Palace hideways. Yep, just get plowed to death, buddy. The concept on B is out of teammates, out of help, and is now completely exposed to this angle. From this angle here, I could shoot the Chartfutur on the Rhino. This is something you can do in very many matches. However, the Chartfutur, not willing to trade against the big old mighty VK, decides to back off. However, the concept bomb B seems to be ready for round 2. When driving through the city here, you always want to keep your eye on the right-hand side towards the 9 line, so you can potentially shoot somebody on the outside. However, this doesn't seem to be happening, which means that I have to go hunt the tanks on the A line. That's not good. The other unspotted Waffenträger has never left A3. How do I play around this though, is the question. The reason why I ask myself how to play around this is because I'm very afraid of potential tanks in A3. A3 can shoot me in the back if I get spotted, so I decide to go through the trees to potentially be unspotted for long enough that I can get behind the hill to be safe from that angle while shooting the tanks on the A line. Here I'm just doing some smart intuitioning, intuition to HE for the Waffenträger if he gets spotted, but instead I find the Conway. The reason to switch back to HE here is pretty simple. 1, I have a one-shot Waffenträger in front of me. 2, they also have an unspotted Waffenträger and a PTA that I can pen. A tank's best strength is its armor. That's why you always keep it facing the enemy, when possible. Tanky potential, it had tanky potential if I hit that shot there. Against the PTA, but I didn't switch away from HE immediately, so I took 3 extra seconds. Obviously the enemies are not capping, which makes me assume that they're going back to 1 line, but I know that the Waffenträger is still possibly in B1. At this moment in time when the Waffenträger gets spotted, I will intuition to AP instead of HE for more reliable damage. Originally here I was driving in the city to then go back towards E45. From there I can take back the 2 line and control both K line and A line until the char gets spotted. Yeah, you should have gone to the outside. Oof, ram and shot would be enough on the char, but pushing the char here is super risky. I am afraid that I'm going to get spotted and nailed by the Waffenträger from D1, but I gotta risk it for the biscuit. Ideally, the charge stays there and dies to us, but we cannot force him to do so. Shit happens and we cannot change it. Oh, gotta hope that the Rhino has HP. After a wicked shot on the EBR and taking him out, I am now trying to find kindness within my team and English speakers to potentially give me the 10k. E-begging on Twitch, e-begging in-game, begging everywhere to take a name. I will make it. Nah, boys. Begging for 10k? Of course I'm begging for 10k. They're kind gamers, dude. Actual kind gamers. If I reach though. Surprisingly enough, my teammates actually allowed me to get the extra damage to make 10k, which is incredibly nice from them. E-beggar, dude, I beg on Twitch, I beg in game, dude. What kind gamers in my team, dude? Not a real 10k in my book? Okay, buddy. As you guys can see, 6 kills, 10k damage, 1540 XP, a banger of a game. That's 2 10ks in one day. I'm sure the people on YouTube will enjoy seeing you ask your teammates to give you the last shot. Would you not ask for the last shot either? Hello gamers, sorry for this quick interruption, but if you want to have a chance at winning a 1200 euro GPU or one of the 1200 euros in gift cards while also contributing for charity and all that in less than 10 minutes, check out the pinned comment down below. We'll tell you everything you need to know. Right after Erlenberg, that we just played, we head into Mines. Mines, a pretty hard map to play for the VK, because if they take the hill, there's not much to do. They also have a really low HP pool with 24k HP, so not expecting too much from it. Also, a lot of TDs that are going to be on the back, not fighting. Gonna be a hard one. We always go towards the middle of the map here because we can peek in between the rocks on the left of the BZ to get some initial damage. Feels more reliable than going around the hill in the beginning, and it helps my team as well. You'll see here that the Iron Army actually decides to take the hill. A real Giga Chad play. When I see this, I will move up behind him as well because he's going to take some shots and attention away from me. Now that we're on the hill, the first step of order is farming the guys on the 4 line, then on the 7 line. Nam seems to be like pretty consistent in doing 10k, but doing more than that, dude. I haven't had an 11k in quite a while, I think. You'll see here that the 110, who was still spotted, decides to peek out. With a reload of just under 5 seconds, I decide to go for the blind because I'll basically be reloaded anyways. After this, we're gonna go try and shoot the KPZ, the T95, the E100 out in the open. I have an idea of how to peek here, but I don't know if it's gonna work, okay? Straight out there. Again, no, it doesn't work. Because I'm too tall. I can get shot. Whew, 238 from a T-Rate ID. Very cool. At this moment in time, when you're playing this position with low HP, you have to be really careful from both the KPZ or the E100 and 277 peeking you from the right. You have to monitor all angles because they could get away from the hill and shoot you in the lower plate. It's really important that when you are here, you watch out for the angles they could still peek. We'll also just be holding the angle in the hopes that either the KPZ peeks us or the Jagdpanzer reverses around the corner. Why am I driver though? Playing with this kind of tall tank here is not that easy because the S1 actually has an angle on us and the E100 could peek us if he moves away from the hill. It's really hard to survive here with a tank this large. You can see a lucky bounce even coming in. At this moment in time, I'd make a good readjustment to bounce the 100. I have to kill the IS-3 because when I peek out, they could shoot either my shoulder plate or my lower plate, which is not going to be good for me because it would make me a one-shot. Luckily enough for me, my allies in the city will put pressure on the E100, allowing me to get a wicked peek in on him. At this moment in time, the battle is ending and I want to get the maximum out. The Ferdinand still with some HP left and my reload coming in as well would make this a 9.5k battle. But however, do not forget, we have blind shots. That's back-to-back 10Ks, I think. I'm pretty sure I blinded the PZK boys. And the 110 maybe 2, dude. It might be 11. Hey! Yo! Listen, dude, listen. I'm quitting the stream for the rest of 2023. It ain't gonna get better. Back to back. Didn't even have to beg either. I did 10 into 11. I mean, I begged for the 10, dude, but 12k now? Okay, stop dreaming. Stop dreaming, guys. Stop dreaming. After watching that insane gameplay, you may be wondering what equipment and field mods I am using. For VK, I think you have 2 equipment choices that are valid. You have HP stamps and rammer for city maps, trading in general, and even open maps as well. The way you peak, the way you trade your HP, it's always nice to have. The second thing is turbo stamps rammer. If you have like a map where there's really low tier remember, nothing can really hurt you, then you can take the extra mobility. But I'm always using the HP setup instead because I just think it's better. Then in regards to field mods on this tank, we don't take all-terrain suspension unless we're using bond HP because you can still get tracked in one shot by certain calibers. Then we take aiming circle size because it's better than aiming speed. We take the extra view range because the stun duration increase is not worth it. Then for the extra field mod, we take the forward speed because it's nice to have. And then here on the last one, we take the internal modular ability and the 5% repair speed because it is also just nice to have and better than the other one. Hope this will help you set up your VK correctly. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below what you thought of it. And also, reminder that I am live basically every day on Twitch. So if you want to come check out the gameplay, the chat, me begging my way towards 10k every day, is there a place to be. See you soon. Peace.